Yeah, there's a mod you can get, so when you build the stations, you can... I'll show you. Like, say that one there. When you put it down, you see some extra options down the bottom right? Just here. Here. Oh. Curvature. So you click on +3 to make it curve that way. -3 to make it curve that way, and you can just control the curvature amount that you want. So you have a slight curve or quite a big curve. Nice little mod. And I completely missed that guy. I don't know if curves in the base game, I don't know. I know that I had to install 2 mods. One that I had the advanced one, which is this one here. Advanced train station, which gives you all these like options, like loads of them. And the curved one. But if it's in base, I don't know. Is he full now? Oh yeah. You got the iPhone 6 when it came out, no reason to upgrade. If you can look after phones, there isn't, but if you've got, you know, daughters like mine that don't know how to look after things, by the time 2 years are up, their phones look like, you know, they've been kicked around the road. I don't know how they do it. When I went in to get some food, I heard my daughter dropping her phone. It's just unbelievable. I actually think that she does it on purpose. She kind of looks at the clock and goes, "It's been 2 years. Oh no, I keep dropping my phone. Oh, I need a new one. Look at that. I swear I'm going to get her at one of those Nokia 3310s or whatever they are. We'll put a stop to that little game." Yeah, but Battery H, I don't think she's like that clumsy, you know? Yeah, I'm going to get her a Nokia. And she'd be like, "Why have you got... I can't use this." Like, yes, you can. Of course you can use it. You can do your phone calls on it. You can do texts on it. Make her buy her own phone. Oh my god. If only life was that simple. "But Dad, I'm doing this job and I've got no money as it is. I'm having to do this and that and the other." What, you're having to buy loads of tops on yourself and makeup that you don't need? Go out partying with your friends? All these things you have to do? Trust me. It's a circular argument. She's never got any money, but there's always things turning up in little packets from prettylittlething.com. You know? She's not got any money, but she was out last night. Literally, "Dad, can I pay you the car insurance this month? Can I only pay like £100 because I've got no money? I'll owe you the 50 for next week." "Okay, why have you got no money?" "Why, I've just got no money. They've underpaid me." "Oh, okay." So you would expect when she's got no money, you'd expect her to be doing what on a Friday night? Staying out till 4 o'clock going round town with the mates? No, you wouldn't expect that to be happening for somebody with no money. And yet, amazingly, that's what she did. Because she's got no money. I know she's my daughter, but you got to understand, Gamble Max, you got to understand the dynamics of the situation, right? I love her to bits, right? But at the end of the day, daughters will try to play their dads something chronic, yeah? And you can't just let it happen. You've got to give pushback. You've got to give the pushback. If you don't, you will be taken to the cleaners. That's how it is. Battle Cattle, they really don't understand that we used to be teenagers. That's the whole thing. They don't understand it. They have no concept of it yet. Your daughter's 5. You're lucky. You just wait. You just wait. You got your own car, meant to be paid for everything. Well, the deal is that that's exactly what she's doing. Pays for her own petrol, pays for her own insurance. I'm not paying the running costs. Of course, her birthday's coming up. And I'm saying to her, what do you want for your birthday? No, I'm not sure. Yeah. Don't be thinking you're getting an iPhone, because you're not. Oh, okay. What do you want for your birthday? Well, I'm thinking I might just have money, because I'm a bit broke. Okay. How do we arrange a value for your birthday? I have no idea. What figure do we put on your birthday? How does £10 sound? What? It's my birthday. Yeah? Well, how much is enough then? Like I say, if only life was that simple. Right, we seem to be moving the food now anyway. $100 per year of her age? I don't think so. Even somebody that's 10 years old is going to get $1,000 out of that. What's my wife thinking about her daughter? What do you mean? Greg's food. Let's speed up time. I think we're making money now. Speed up time and get the money coming in. Oh god. That's going to get downgraded something. Pretty soon, that is. Give her a nut. Used to work in IT. Every time a new model phone came out, there was a sudden increase in broken phones. Ergo, new management policy. You can the same model as a refurb for the length of the contract, not a new model. Exactly! Exactly, EK. Employees are trying it on, just like my daughter will. They should just change it to, if you break your phone within the contract, we're going to give you a Nokia brick until the end of the contract. Suddenly, people would look after their phones. Looks like we're finally shifting all that. This production is going down, down, deeper and down. I don't get it. I don't get why it's doing that. Seems to have taken a nosedive since I configured that for grain only. Despite the fact that it was only putting grain there. She started work at the age of 12, so I haven't got a lot for free. Make her a mod for my channel as a birthday present. What? What? Why would anybody want that? Least of all me or her. Kitty Gaming. Kitty Gaming 997. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house, Kitty Gaming. We give Kitty a nutty welcome. I remember saving up for money like crazy when I was in school. I never had much, but I had expensive hobbies like playing music. Well, you know, I got a job. I used to work paper rounds, used to work at Dixon's, used to work at Marks and Spencer's. You gotta bring in your own pocket money. Like, my parents gave me pocket money, but it wasn't enough as far as I was concerned. I wanted things I wanted to buy computer games every week. Computer games and beer is what I wanted to do with my weekend. Billy the model, thank you for the resume, Billy. Right, I think we really need to do some passenger stuff here.
Happy anniversary.
We're starting to bring in money nicely now. I think we're in the black. It's like 1909. Sub first, then follow Kitty Gaming. LOL. I shall sub to Squirrel. Oh yes, I better follow him as well. I like it. These are all making money. Dollar Grade food, almost $1 million a year. This is nuts. Dollar Grade food is just unbelievable. It's like a million little trucks on the line. They're going to get upgraded soon. 1912, I think we can upgrade them. You can always give it a month of free insurance. Do you know what? I quite like that idea, Battle Cattle. I like that idea because it's the same as giving her money, but without giving her money. Like, I can say to her, you know what? This month you don't need to give me any insurance. That's your birthday present. It's not a bad plan, that one. You can take a month off. And that way it encourages her to kind of, like, instead of me just giving her a cash injection, you know, it kind of says, when you get paid, don't spend it. Save up your money that way. The grain supply for trains, it took a dive. Yeah, I know. It's because I reconfigured them to take grain. But I think this just took a production dump, you see? It's back up again now. It was on like 1400 after I reconfigured everything. I think it's because I brought a train in. It kind of screws the line up, you know? Whenever you make a change to a line in this game, it seems to completely mess about with it and reset it, and then it kind of finds its balance again. I've noticed that. I've always noticed that about this game. 123 Flow 321. Good name. Can we give 123 Flow 321 a nutty welcome, guys? Thanks for your support. Appreciate the sub. How can she buy new clothes with free car insurance? Well, because she doesn't have to give me the money, so she can spend it on something else. Your wife has no idea what saving is. She has to spend straight away any money she gets. Mrs. Squirrel's a bit like that. Get her a Harley Davidson shirt. Hey? Is your wife on the same thinking? I mean, you're on the same page about your daughter. No. Nope. I'll tell you why, Gamble Max. My kids basically go to her first to ask for things because she's a softer target than me. Like with me, they'll have to convince me in some way. But they just take her to the cleaners all the time. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing my wife can do about it. She gets played all the time, and she knows it. Sawyer Bailey 1. Hello, Squirrel. Glad to see you playing this game again. Unfortunately, I lost my job, so I haven't been able to subscribe. Hopefully, I can resub in October. Sawyer, mate, don't stress about that. Sort yourself out first. Absolutely. I hope you get a job soon. But thank you for the 100 bits. Give my daughter access to my credit card. Yeah. That's never going to happen. The Strain, I don't know when I'm playing Master Macar. I didn't fancy playing it this weekend. So I shall play it again some other time. Well, I took a break from it. What was he going to do? That was it. I was going to look at the passenger side. We've got 3 million in the bank now. We're doing well. Dolly Grant's doing well. I think we should look at this passenger run somehow. I was thinking about the oil thing, but the bridge across here is just going to cost an absolute fortune. Like, just the bridge alone is going to cost millions, so I think the oil's out. The other thing we was going to look at was the, what was it, the lumber? Yeah, the lumber out of the forest to here, the sawmill. So the train would have to go like that. And then it can take the planks down to the tooling thing, which was here. But that won't upgrade unless we do the steel and the coal thing as well, so that's a bit expensive. So I think possibly passenger runs might be the way to do this. Very bad things will happen if you give your credit card. Very bad. Oh, yes. That would not teach her the concept of money. That would be a crazy thing to do. I think we need to get some food down to here as well. So let's see how we can do that. Possibly another depot for that one. Hook into this road, they can go that way. Probably the way to do it, I think. Dropping a second depot along here. Make sure it's highlighting the train station, which it is. And then we need something down here. This will be a drop-off, so we'll just drop it into the commerce district somewhere. Put it here. We'll also put a passenger run in while we're on it.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's link these up because they're annoying. Strange bend, but it'll do. Jay Hilton, 35 months, only one more. Time has flown by. Keep up doing what you do. One of the best content creators out there. Jay, thank you, sir. Almost on 3 years. Thank you so much. Thank you. Depot hype. Dropping a depot down here. Have a little bus run going down there. Try and build up this town. 8 passengers, 25 miles an hour. Dr. Dre, OMSI 2, Scumbag Dre. I'm surprised you didn't say, do you like swimming? I know he's just sitting there right now, giggling away. Okay, that'll do. Right, bus run done. Commerce drop-off is there. Now we're going to create another one from... where's my truck depot? Truck depot. Don't have a truck depot. Apparently. Do now. Dr. Dre forgot to ask, do you like swimming? You're a scumbag, Dre, honestly. Absolutely. Why you do this? Thank you, Dre. I do like swimming, actually, and OMSI too. Maybe. We and our family give a lot of expense instead of stuff, you know, a nice dinner, a cinema, or something like that. I gave my dad a chance to drive the M5X6. Yeah, stuff like that, donkey's much better than just cash. That's why I've never liked just giving cash to my daughter, you know. It just doesn't... Give her things she wants. Give her experiences and stuff. Let's see. Goods. Goods, that one. Set line, new line. Yeah, what the heck? To here. I need a town name, peeps. We need a town name. This town needs a name. Ostroska. Pringle, Paul, how was Truckfest? Truckfest was amazing. It was amazing. It was nowhere near as good as Insomnia. Do you know what's happening right now, guys? I'm getting trolled by my own moderators. Swim City, Speziston, Doylopolis. We've already got Doily one. That town. Trottersville, Skumbagrad. It's a weird name. Chernogorsk. Oh, Kent Road. What? Insomnia, you was there. You was indeed. It's so near Bunting, so celebratory. It's almost got to happen. You been playing FSX on Heavy Haul? You mean CSX Heavy Haul, not FSX. Great Western Line. The AD West does work. You have to flick the switch. It does work, Kagorus. It does work, but there's a massive bug at the moment. Celebratory. Done deal. New vehicles available. Tank Wagon, Open Wagon, and the Versbandwagen. Celebratory and Bunting. There we go. So now this line, which is here, can be that one. Oh, that's no good. That's celebratory food. Line 1? What the heck is that? Oh, that's a celebratory bus line, isn't it? Celebratory bus line. AC. There we go. That's going to put even more demand here now. Dr. Snuggles. Don't know if I missed it. I was AFK, but do you like swimming? I'm done. Actually done. Have no words. Your daughter is he paying money to live at your house? Of course not. Come on. Come on. Is she heck paying money? I want to charge my daughter to live at my house. What the heck? You must pay rent. What? I can't imagine my parents saying to me you need to pay rent. Do the mods like swimming? That's a very good question. Okay. Let's see. So we've got a passenger bus line there. We're taking food to it now. We should be. She'll create demand back here, which is good. Got food going into there. So we're growing all these cities. Now the passenger line looms. It really does. Question is, where do we start? I want to create this circuit, but the circuit's going to be a real pain to come through here anyway. Greg's to Kappa. You pay electricity at parents' work street. Yeah, but that's not rent. I mean, paying something towards the upkeep of the house is not like paying rent. You know? I mean, let me put it this way. She's only got a little part-time job. She's barely got enough money to cover her own bills, right? I'm not going to charge her rent. If she starts going out there and just suddenly finds herself with a big expensive job, I'll be saying to her, well, do you want to start putting something towards the house, you know? I'm not going to, like, charge her cash. It's going to feel weird. Across the road, Greg's to Cap and go on the bridge. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm just wondering which is the first passenger line to go for. Bearing in mind we want to do a circuit. And hills. Look at that. Dollygrad's going to be impossible to get to. Greg's to Ovjov might work. Greg's to Ovjov doesn't seem like a big, massive issue. All the houses are down here, but they've got a bus lane run anyway. You gave your daughter a choice of 4 E's. Education, employment, enlistment, or eviction. Oh, I like that. Education, employment, enlistment, or eviction. What's with the swimming, Daniel? It's an old one. Yeah, you can do tunnels, but they're pretty expensive. That is savage, it really is. Okay, now where should we put the train station? Looks like the town's going to develop this way. Maybe that's too hilly over here. We want something we can come across, so maybe I'm thinking about here for the platform. Train platform here. Take the line across that way. some point we want to go up to Doylegrad. I don't know when, because Doylegrad's going to be... See, I mean, Doylegrad with a station here might work. What's the population of Doylegrad? Population 191. Greg's is 190. Alright, so that's similar. 871. Wow. Ovjov is like Moscow. 234. 363. Bunting is doing pretty well. Okay, so... these two are quite big. Live in your bedroom and go down for food. It's a good arrangement. That sounds like teenager's life, that does. I thought Greg's had more population than it does. We need to get some materials and stuff into here. That's the problem. These towns are not growing because we're not giving them the right stuff. Oil refinery. I think we'll just have to go out and start pulling things in. There's the oil. That's a bit far, that, isn't it? How long would that train line cost? How much? To go from here all the way over the map to here. That's going to be a lot of money, isn't it? Like millions. Can we borrow money? Oh yeah, we're in debt. I forgot about the loan. Rip. I forgot we had a loan. Yeah, that looks a bit far, that. Why does a coal mine sound like a sawmill? Yeah, but to get tools is awkward because of this stupid arrangement that this thing has. You can't get this to upgrade unless you bring it steel, and the only way to bring it steel is to faff about with iron ore and coal. Otherwise, this will not upgrade. Whereas, like, oil, bringing oil in, like, everybody wants gas and stuff. The other one is much... Yeah, I know the other one's closer, but the bridge just costs a fortune. This one's way closer to here. But, you know, the bridge. 2.7 mil. It's a pain. It's like most of my money right there. I don't know how much the interest rate is. Coal goes into there. What was the iron ore? Because I've been in this situation before with the log mill. It just doesn't work because you need to get this to upgrade. And to get it to upgrade, you need this whole steel production to kick off. And to get that to work, we need this. But if you take steel into here on its own, it produces tools. So I think that's probably the right thing to do. And then we can bring the wood in afterwards. We do the steel run first, get it going, produce the tools, get the tools going in. And then we can bring in the wood later. Any oil further north to boat south? Okay, so there's a refinery. Let's have a look. Quarry. I'm not sure if the boat will go as far. There's one there. On the coast. You can bring it all the way down to here. Where is it? Here. From here to here. Oh my god. How long would that take a boat? Good grief. I don't even know if that's financially viable. Because you'd have to bring it down the hill as well. That'd just be horrible. You have an oil well further inland? Do you mean this one? That one there. Would I recommend X-Man 11? Yes, absolutely. Boats are amazing for using the 4x slow mod, which I am, Icarus. Hey, Ruben. Ruben watches you. What a name. Ruben watches you. Yeah, but I don't think, like, we can't bring that in by boat, which means train, and it's pretty hilly up here. This is it, what I was saying earlier. The train line from here would have to go all the way down to the... I don't know how much that would cost. Floppy disk 2. Let me save it and see how much that line would cost. Just to lay the track. Just for the curiosity of it. So where is it? It's here. So for argument's sake, let's just lay track. Ouch. This one. That a bit. That's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be quite honest with you. Why are the tracks so cheap? That's just nuts. There you go. So now we've got all the way back here to here. So maybe we could make it work. Maybe I just need to drop in a station here. Have it straight. 2 platforms. That's not in catchment. Oh, this game. So if you put that there, it doesn't catch the train. It doesn't catch the oil well. So we probably have to like go the other side of it. Okay, that catches it. Just makes it ferociously more expensive. Okay, that's in catchment. Then we need to come into here. That'll do. And then I think we'd want a depot here, wouldn't we? Because we need to take all the stuff away from it. So we have a little road depot. And then we're going to need basically changeover points, aren't we? Like passing loops, they're called, I think. Which are, of course, long enough for the train. Unless we just double track the whole thing. I guess we could just double track it. We've got the money. Is that station in the catchment area? Yeah. How much track you can lay for 100 grand? We're going to need a pretty fast train, though, because this is a long way. Yep, you can build tunnels. Right. Signals. We're going to need one here. We'll have one. I wish they'd have made it so that when you're laying track, you could just have it put signals down every so many 100 yards or something. This is far too long. You can also speed up place of signal by clicking more on the edge of the train line so you can do both directions of the train at the same time. How does that work? The other thing as well is, like, if I accidentally put that on the wrong side of the track, it will completely break the line. Missed that one. Thing is, freight trains tend to be quite long, so you don't want the situation where the train is longer than one of these segments. Teddy, good night, sir. Look at this monster. Okay, depot. We need a depot. I think I put the depot down here, actually. Right, signal into there, signal into here, signal out of there, signal there. Get rid of that one. Okay. Whew. So now we've got that. We need to create the demand at the other end, don't we? Management passenger service ran from England to Ireland. I remember that. That was such a cool. That was such a cool run. Went all the way, like, under the Irish Sea, all the way to Ireland. That was so cool. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll take gas and stuff straight into celebratory bunting. So I'm just going to buy a goods vehicle. That one. Just buy a couple for now. New line from here. Wait a second. It needs to go to... Is it industry it needs to go to? I'm trying to remember where gas and oil goes. 1 second. Enough, I think. Yeah, gas needs to go to jobs, needs to go to industry. Can we drop off gas and oil at a bus stop? Does anybody know? Or we're going to have to build a depot down here. So you know what, we'll just get a depot anyway. Pain. Can you drop off at a bus station though with gas and oil? The bus stop will work, okay. In that case, we're going to put a bus stop down there. We'll drop it off like that. That'll catch all the industry. We'll add that to that. Changes to red because it's basically gas and oil. It's going to come from here. That'll establish the line. That'll create the demand. Now we work backwards, come back to here. We're going to need something pretty quick. Let's say 60. That's 1,000,000, that one. 60 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour, 100 kilometers per hour. Oh my god, that's too expensive. Looks like it's going to have to be this one. That's a long, long way for it to go. That is faster with way more tractive effort. But 2.4 million. Oh my god. I don't even know if the line can do 100 Ks. You always look at how fast the carriages can go. Oh, yeah, that's true. Crude oil, gas. That can go 80. But that one can go 120. But that's 500,000. 500,000. That's 156 to do 80 kilometers. I think we're going to have to go for that initially. PLM 220 with a bunch of these. Like 10 of them's 1.5 million. That's going to carry 50 units. Plus that for 1 million. Looking at 3.5 million just for one train. But it should make a lot of money when it comes in. Go big or go home. Don't think we can go that big. I will buy one of them. Oh, we need a name for the town. Which town is it? This one. Yeah. I need a town name. You need a town name, peeps? Wagon, right, 80 kilometers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $110 meters. Eek. Spezinople, Baz. Spezistan. Alright, you've been trying hard to get that Spezi, though. We'll go with Spezistan. Spezistan, there you go. I didn't like the other Spezi ones, but that one works. Alright, new line. And then we're going to call it Spezi Oil, okay? We're going to go from here to here. You are, of course, going to be the black line. Spezi Oil is online. Of course, the first run's going to take nothing at all. 10-hour stream. Are we on 10 hours? Yay! That's the thing about this game, is like, at first it's a little bit... takes a bit of time to get going. When it gets going, it's cool. Camshard, don't worry, mate. It's fine. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Oh, the little signals go. First person opening run, exactly. We're doing a full 60Ks down here. Flat out. I got 60 FPS on this, eh? None of this frame drop we get in Train Sim World, I might add. Unreal Engine. Look at the hill in the distance. It draws the tracks better than Train Sim World. You're actually not wrong about that. The draw distance on the track is better. I hope these cars stop, otherwise rip cars. Oh, he had the right idea. I've had 7 MX-5s, I raced 2 of them, I've crashed 2, and 3 left as road cars, all MX-5s. Donkey, why don't you play iRacing and just race the MX-5s in that? You'd like it. Why so many signals, pagan gods? Because what it does is it creates segments on the track, just like in the real world. It creates signal breaks, right? Each one's like a segment. And it means that you can enter the next segment. So what it doesn't make any difference right now, but when we add more trains later, the trains are free to move. Because if you don't have any signals, like if you have a signal that's, say, a mile long, the train has to stop and wait for the next train in front to leave that segment before it can proceed. So the longer you make those segments, the more chance they're going to have to stop and wait. Whereas if you create lots of short segments, they can basically keep going. Because if my train had to slow down for something right now, everything behind me would just stop unless I have loads of segments. Does that make sense? You prefer IRL racing and the mechanic part of it? Yeah, that's fair enough. French signals for the win. That was the inaugural run to Celebratory East. Okay, now we need to go back and see if it's actually started producing some oil for us to take. Which it has. So the demand has started to kick out now. Limit 400, production 24, right. So he's going to pick up most of that. The next time he makes this run, he's going to be producing oil and gas. Now the gas we can ship. You can ship the gas into here. We've already created one line for it, which was Spezzy. No, I'm going line 1 red. What's that called? Celebratory gas. Gotta happen. Celebratory gas. There you go. And we need to add some more vehicles on that line. We also need to create another line, which is to this guy here. He's bunting, isn't he? So bunting gas. Make that line a darker red. And it will go from here. We need to take it into the industry, so we could go there, but I think somewhere here will be better, so we'll quickly add a bus stop around. So if we add it here... Actually, no, that'll actually catch most of it. It's fine. Okay, we can just go there then. And then we'll put a bunch of trucks in the mix. Celebratory gas. And bunting gas. There we go. I should kick the demand off nicely. Is this game coming more into the stream, Gamble? I don't know. I played it because I wanted to have some fun. You know, there are some people that watch that don't like this game, for whatever reason. I stopped playing it a year ago. It's still essentially the same game. There are some really nice mods for it now. I don't know how far this game goes now. In terms of its, like, depth and detail. You can't load vehicles at a bus stop. That's the downside. Correct. So I don't know why you can dump things at a bus stop, but you can't load. It's weird. Here come the army of trucks, look. Devil Ghost, welcome. Okay, the train should be on its way. There he is. 38 out of 70 oil, that's good. So production will start to ramp up on this now. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we can drop another train in on that line. And that should make some money. When this thing comes in... Speed it up. When this thing comes in, it should pay quite well. Because of the sheer distance it's taking it. Yeah, I know. A lot of oil barrels at a bus stop, I know. Like, you can drop off construction materials, oil, food, just at the bus stop. And nobody takes it. You better stop there, bro. He's doing a full 60, that's pretty good. There are mods that add more industries. Really, Costo? I didn't know that. What kind of industry? But how does that work? I mean, I didn't know they could actually add that kind of thing. What kind of industries have they added? Look at that, full speed. Maximum Wonga. I must say this has to be the best community on Twitch that chats is the best, same as you, Paul. Camshard, thank you, dude. We do try. Try and offer a nice place for people to hang out and just have fun. That is the goal. 241 grand he got for that single run. That's not bad, and he wasn't even full. When that thing's full, that's gonna bring in quite a bit of money. Okay, so his capacity was 70. Let's see what's down here now. Let me pause it a sec. 70 capacity, and there's 33 here. So we're not quite ready to add another train. I think by the time he goes back up there, we'll be ready to add another one. Well, Adaldra, you can still do that. You basically build a depot next to industry. See, the only problem is, like, if you want to build next to industry, the only problem is if you want to build a depot, you have this eternal problem where the yellow is the industry here, and if you want to drop a depot into there, like, say this, so you think, alright, we'll drop it in here. Well, straight away, you're only hitting less than half of the industry. So you think, alright, we'll drop it over there. Well, we're still only hitting half of the industry. Alright, we'll put it in here. Well, that's going to cost us almost $1 million because we have to destroy some industry to hit the rest of it. And that's the problem we end up with. Whereas with the bus stop, you can just non-obtrusively drop it right in exactly where you need it. But obviously where it doesn't work is where you've got to exchange goods. Like, if you're bringing stuff into here and then it's going onwards somewhere else, you need a depot. You can't get around it. Okay, it's going to start doing stuff now. It's not got renamed. Celebratory oil refinery. You're welcome, Devil Ghost. Sorry to hear about your dad. So I think the bus stops were added as a kind of a, you know, a game, not so much a cheat, but kind of a little bit of a way around that problem. 53 out of 70. 14 back at base. Just watching this number. When you deliver goods, you stop at the street outside the customer. You don't leave it at the depot at the time. Depot is for overloading only. It's not really what happens though, Donkey, is it? Yeah, so look at this now. There's already 36 back at the start. 37 come up to 40. Almost a full load is waiting back there, so now we're going to drop in another train. Like now. Just make sure I get the right train model. Got 14 cars on the back. Hope we can afford this. Buy one of those. And I think it was those I bought, wasn't it? The ones that do 80. So the other one just got there, and he's just getting here to pick up the next lot. So once production's at this level, they'll basically be doing this kind of exchange. But at some point, demand over here will cause a lot of production rise here, and at that point we'll have to drop another train in. Yeah, but it's investing, isn't it, Silence? It's investing. You know, if we look at our lines now, like Spezi Oil is making a profit of 175. I would expect at some point this to be producing at least $1 million profit. Once the oil gets going, it tends to be a massive cash earner. Same with gas. Gas tends to be a big one as well. And it also helps to grow the town because they're getting more of what they need. So these two towns start to grow as well. And then, you know, we need to create another run between those two. And then what will happen is they'll take gas from here, they'll sell some here, drop some off, and then the rest will go here. Last time I played this, the gas refinery we had was just, it went ballistic. It was producing so much oil, it was unbelievable. Alright, Donkey, good night, sir. Any tips for this game, Devil Ghost? I don't know, it's not really that hard. You just gotta be careful about what you invest in. It's easy to just go and buy the biggest things. You need to try and work out the economics a little bit and say, well, do I need to buy the most expensive train? Am I likely to make that money back? 355k, that's not bad. There you go. Upgrade scheduled already. So the upgrade, that's just going to start chucking out a lot more oil pretty soon. So that works. Right. Save. Floppy disk 3. We've been live for 10 hours and 20 minutes. I think I'm going to have to call it though. It's been fun. Oh wow. All of a sudden there's a massive livestock build-up. What a scumbag of a game. Look. Look at the livestock now. Random or what? That is so irritating. It means I need to, like, put another train on there just for livestock or something.
Welcome back.
Scumbaggery is real.
Nata.
I'm not producing any livestock. Okay, I won't have any livestock cars. Hey, I'm producing livestock. Really? Just really?